Some people call me Rishandra. And I'm okay with that. Hello. I'm probably going to have to let the cat out at some point in the midst of this live stream. In fact, I have both cats in here right now, and the door is closed. So, like, guaranteed at some point, they're going to come, like, crying at the door trying to get out. So, you know, get ready for that. Today, I'm gonna draw. What am I drawing? The Comedy of Errors. And you know, actually, I hadn't read it before. And today, hadn't read it before equals, like, I have read it, like, probably a scene at a time, you know, here and there. Haven't sat down to actually read it. Why? Because reading Shakespeare sucks. It's not fun. I don't recommend it. But I had looked at scenes here and there and had kind of, you know, had an understanding of it. But I watched it today. I say watched. I didn't really pay too much attention to it because I had a very busy day at work. So it was on in the background while I did a bunch of really cool shit with InDesign. So, but here's the important thing is that I've now experienced Comedy of Errors, and I can say without a doubt it is full of errors. Is it it's a comedy, I guess. People are in love at the end or whatever. It's weird. It's a weird play in that it's like not super weird. It's like 3 hours of slapstick, which it grated on me by the end of it. I just was like, man, these Elizabethans were just very easily amused. Because I was tired of it by the end. I was like, oh my God, people, like, there's people who look alike in town. How stupid. Like, the joke is on every person in the town. That's who we're laughing at. All the people that are like going, that's weird. You had a necklace just a minute ago. And none of them think like, should I look into that further? Everyone just assumes Antipholus and Dromio are lying. And I just after the third joke of this person isn't who we think he is, I was kind of bored. But is that because I watched a production from the 80s that like didn't really hold up to my modern millennial I'm killing traditional theater standards? Doll, you ain't missed shit because I just started 5 minutes ago. Mainly what you missed is me saying that I'm going to have to let the cats out. And guess what? They're already scratching at the door. So, you ain't missed nothing. All right? But yeah, I'm drawing Comedy of Errors. And I was just saying that, like, the play itself is kind of, it really wore on me. So the whole play is, like, mistaken identity. So there's two sets of twins, which is just wild enough as it is. Two sets of twins born on the same day in the same place. They get separated when they were younger, like, but not like these two twins and these two twins. It's like one brother from each mother are separated together, and the like lower class brother ends up being the servant to the upper class brother in both cases. And in both cases, they have the same names, Antipholus and Dromio. I just realized my lights aren't on. I hope you can see me. Oh God, I look better without the lights on. Whew, dear. But the whole play is like, Antipholus, the rich guy, the rich brother is, well, one of the Antipholi is like, to one of the Dromios is like, take this money, go set me up a place to stay. And then the other Dromio comes back and he's like, what's up, my lord? And he's like, where's that money I lent you? And he's like, you didn't give me any money. And then the whole thing kind of goes on like that with like, just nobody knows who the other person is. And they all think that they're the other person's other person. To the point where like the wife like doesn't know. And she thinks that her husband is cheating on her with her sister because, listen, it's just a wild fucking shit show of a play. And I think it could be good. I'm hesitant to say that it might not be good on film unless it's adapted more as a screenplay. I don't know. But the production that I watched of it it's the BBC like Complete Works. It's from the 80s. It was absolutely fine. I knew it was going on, you know, like they did their job. They told the story. But the whole time I was just going like, is this over yet? Like, at what point does the wife should have thought like something's up here, what's going on, and investigated further? But I mean, I guess that's just women. Not very smart. Jesus. Anyway, okay, so that was sarcasm. That was facetiousness. I'm not actually a misogynist, usually, unless women deserve it, in which case I am. Okay, but like really, and I know Shakespeare doesn't like write strong female characters, which is a term that I fucking hate, strong female characters. Good God. Just write a strong character. You know what? Last week, I cried. You know what? I was like so, like, inspired and upset with myself last week that I just cried on stream. Tonight feels like I'm gonna just rage quit because of this play. Because it just made me so angry. And like bored. I was angry and bored. And I don't know if it was the production that I watched or if it's just the type of comedy that like just doesn't appeal to me because it was so repetitive and nobody was catching on. Nobody was even having like the faintest idea. Everyone was just confused. Not a single person until the end was like, wait a second. Is something up here? Nobody questioned it. And maybe it's because I have grown up in the era of like identity theft and just not trusting anybody. But I feel like my first course of action would have been like something's up here. Someone's lying to someone. I don't know. Maybe I should join the CIA or some shit. Anyway, I have no idea what I'm going to draw. There was one line in this show. Let me see if I can find that line. I didn't mark it up because I was very busy doing literally anything else other than thinking about this play today. Like an insanely crazy day at work. So I didn't think to look it up. Let's see. It's when the dad, who at the beginning of the play, he sets up the whole thing like we were all lost at sea, basically, and my two sons and this other person's two sons who I had taken to raise were like scattered to the wind, and we all lost each other. We haven't seen each other in years, blah, blah, blah. He thinks his wife is dead, and his son and his like adopted son let's see if I can find. I don't. Okay, so one of the lines that really touched me was, "Nay, then, thus we came into the world like brother and brother, and now let's go hand in hand, not one before another," which is like the two like lower class brothers, the two Dromios, are finally realizing that they have a twin brother, and I thought that was very, very sweet. But it's when the dad. Oh, where is it? Oh gosh, I have to like read the whole thing. The abbess comes in. Okay, she's like this older lady at the end of the play. I don't think we see her until the very end of the play. Oh, yes, he says, so the dad who thought he lost his 4 kids and his wife says, "If I dream not, thou art Amelia." And that part just like maybe it was the delivery, maybe it was the writing, I don't know, but 7. I don't know if y'all can hear this cat like crying in the background here. Come here, Kevin. Come on. Come here, my sweet baby. Finn, you bitch. Come here, Kip Kip. Is that mean cat trying to... Oh, look, she fluffed up. Poor 7. So yeah, I don't know if it was the writing or if it was the... Oh, sweet baby. If it was the delivery. But when he says, "If I dream not, thou art Amelia," I thought of like this old man who thought he'd lost everything, and then suddenly like his wife is there. He's just seen his children and they don't really recognize him, really. And now his wife and everything that he thought he'd lost. He was actually going to be sentenced to death at the beginning of the play just because he was from Syracuse. Fucking politics, man. And now he's, still probably sentenced to death, but all his family is alive. Like, I just was like immediately put in the place of that guy of, if I dream not. And then I thought, like, as much as I didn't enjoy all of the action, all of the mistaken identity, I thought, like, of if I dream not, if I'm not dreaming, like, basically what is reality? So I feel like that's what I should draw somehow. If I dream not. Like, I never expected in a million years to be where I am. But assuming I'm not dreaming, I am here. Whether I anticipated it or not. Open to suggestions. I haven't a goddamn clue what to draw today. Seven, do you need to go out because that mean cat's going to be mean to you some more? I think I need to let one of these cats out or else they're going to kill each other. All right. What do I draw if I dream not? Finn. Oh my god, the one cat is biting the other cat. All right. How about I kick you both out? You miscreants. Come on. Go on, Seven. Yeah. Thank you. Finn, you're a menace. A freaking menace. Right. Right. Cats. Also, what's Drumeo? Do I know what that is? Should I Google that? If I Google it, am I going to get myself on a watch list? It's a drum education platform. Drumeo. Drumeo. I feel like it's probably like Vimeo, but for drums. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Good God, now the other cat is really hyper. What a bitch. All right. So what the hell do I do? Someone do this for me. So I don't want to like mirror that last week's, which was like a really opposite, like positive and negative design. But I love the idea of mirroring, but also I don't want to rehash this either, because this to me is perfect. I don't want to redo this mirroring type of thing, but I do want to show, and the color is purple, by the way, purple tonight. But I want to show something about like a dream. I don't know, maybe I'll start with just the background and see where that takes me. It's not going to take me anywhere. Because they're all the same. Oh dear. Oh my goodness, I have no idea what I'm doing tonight. Not a single clue what I'm going to be drawing tonight. It's fun. It's very fun. Ghosts of the past. Oh, I like the idea of ghosts of the past. Oh, I really like ghosts of the past. So, and I like the idea of ghosts of the past being like how do I put this into English? Where it's in the past and you think it's done, but it can still come back. Which can be a good thing or a bad thing. That really would kind of show the like the whole if I dream not. Because dreams for me lately have been a lot about my parents, which some of you in the chat might understand. And the dreams have been not they've been a mix of like really unfortunate and really like I wish this was, and really like just it's a spectrum of good and bad. And if any of those things in those dreams that I've been having lately were to be reality, I would question, am I dreaming? Because this doesn't seem real. And some of those dreams are like things that happened in the past. Some of those dreams are things that probably won't ever happen. And some of those things are dreams that are currently happening. And I mean, it is all based on these ghosts of the past. Whether it's ancient past or like 3 weeks ago past, it's still past. So how... I really, really, really like this idea of ghosts of the past. And like how it... how it would make us go, am I dreaming right now? I have no idea what to draw about it. I like that last word you said, questions. I mean, if we wanted to go really symbolic, I don't think I've gone really symbolic. Have I done just symbolism? Because I mean, we could go here, but I feel like it's too literal, so I'm not into it. Super literal. Fog, low light, shock, awe, questions, awe. What do you, other than like a person that's like, ooga, like, what do you, how do you draw shock? What's shocking? Or a dream? Again, I could go very symbolic. And this could be a little dream. Something disappearing or evaporating. Or draw the wife. I don't have... there's the wife. I gotta draw this in like an hour and a half. I don't have the skills to do a wife in that amount of time. Otherwise, tempting. Something disappearing or evaporating. Draw the object, not the reaction. But how do you draw a dream? Or something that shouldn't exist. Or something that you wouldn't think could exist if it weren't for a dream. And that's the reason that's so hard is because it's different for everybody. For me, it would be like being married. That was not on my radar. I wasn't expecting that to happen. When I found my spouse, is this a dream? Because I never in my waking thoughts considered that I would be partnered with another human. It like just wasn't something that I considered. Same thing if I ever get pregnant and have a child. It's like not something that's on my radar. It's not something I'm expecting to do, really. So, but for other people, it could be like owning a house, going to school, getting a cat, getting sick, becoming healthy. Like, it's different for everybody. This is it a dream thing. And that's what I want to convey, is that dreams are different for everybody, and our expectations are different for each of us as an individual. But we all have that moment of, I wasn't expecting this. Is this a dream? So what's the universal symbol for I had given up on this thing, or I hadn't even considered this thing, and now here it is? What is the universal symbol for that? A word like truth, drawn solid partly and then fading away. So, I mean, that's similar to what Elizabeth was saying with like something disappearing or evaporating. I both like and don't like using a word, an English word. Because I want it to be a light bulb. A wishing well. Oh, I like a wishing well. Because that's, to a Western audience, a wishing well is pretty universal. A wish. A wish. So, I mean, so I guess we have to bear in mind that not everything that happens that we go like, is this a dream, is like something that's wished for. You know, sometimes we have those things that happen that we don't want to happen. So I think wishing well is the top so far, but is there something about a wishing well that we could say is like maybe something that we don't want? Like a wish we didn't wish for. I immediately thought of like, if we're talking wishing well, just an infinite abyss. But that's I mean, it just looks like a butthole, so I don't want to draw a butthole. I do like this wishing well idea. But like, what if there was an evil wishing well? Yes, exactly. A sinister looking wishing well. Like, maybe, but not fully sinister, because like some of these things that we wonder, am I dreaming, are actually good things. Like, what if it was like half, you know, broken down in some way? A vulture on the top. Oh, I like the extra context of the vulture, because like, even when you do want it and it does happen, maybe it's not good still. So maybe there is a little bird up here. Cha, cha. That's a vulture. Okay. I'm on board with this. Let me find a wishing well. I just misspelled well because that's where I'm at in the day. Can't write words. These are really cute. I want one of these in my yard. Okay. So, I think I should do like a 3/4 view of the wishing well. Kind of like a little triangle right there. Alright, there's the top, and then these 3 beams there, and these 3 beams there, and then this beam on each side comes down, and there's a little cross beam here, and attached to that cross beam is a bucket. Oh, that snuggly bucket. What can you do, eh? Right. Oh my goodness. And then the well itself. Like so. But maybe, yeah, smaller there. And then the beam things go down into the well, and then the well itself. Bam, it's a well. It's a little crooked. Ooh, that's a big eraser. Right, and I think that also, I mean, it would have been better if I, like, had a horizon line or some shit. I don't know. There's something hanging around and waiting for it to go bad. I really like that idea. And it could be a vulture, could be a killer snail. Who knows? It's more likely a vulture, though, than a killer snail. Let's be honest. It looks twisted. So I'm like, this piece needs to be a little more straight around. Cool blimey. Drawing is hard. Whoever decided this would be a good idea for me to do this. Should I do a steeper angle? Maybe it does need a steeper angle. Actually. Why do these things even have roofs on them? I never thought about it till just now. Why do you need a roof on your fucking wishing well? All right, so one overhang is far larger than the other. So let me chop this side down a bit. Actually, even more, I think. What is that line? I cut off too much there. All right, I feel like that's a decent amount. It's all right. Extreme age and no use. So I thought about that too. So I thought about maybe, like, you're right, adding some vines. Ooh, why is this one in this condition? That is a great question. Oh, I like that. I love that question. Which I would have never thought to ask. Why is this particular one like this? See, this is why I need all of y'all. Because I'm not all that creative by myself. It's a group effort, really. Okay. Okay. So if we add in some, like, cobblestone-y, well, that's ugly. Like brick situations up in here. Okay, so if we've got cobblestones, then yeah, we can have some, I say that as though we needed cobblestones in order to have, we don't need cobblestones, I just wanted them. But yeah, we can have vines growing up this whole thing. And then over here, we can have our little bird sitting on it. Yeah? Yeah. Let's do it. And I want the inside the bucket will be where our purple is. Because we have to have purple, because that's the theme for the comedies. So we'll have our bucket, and then we'll have, like, purple glow coming out of the bucket. Let's do this. So I'm going to hide the background layer just so I can do the coloring just a little easier. I'm going to make this a little bit more transparent so that I can color over it easier. And I'm going to use black, and I'm going to use my 6B pencil, and I'm just going to do the outlines like kind of rough. I don't want to be too rough, but yeah, kind of rough. And I'm absolutely 100% using my using the computer to help me. No, go back. Oh, a hole in the bucket. You're in a headspace that I really like, but don't like also. I'm going to turn on my drawing guide. I'm going to do assisted drawing for this well, just so that it's like symmetrical in some way. No, I said symmetry. That's crooked. I wonder, actually, let me start over. Drawing assist. I'm going to hide that layer and I'm going to start again. Just so that everything is like perfectly centered. Yeah? No. No. Centered. Right. That's more like it. Great. And again, it's not cheating. It's using your resources. It's using your tools. If it was AI, then yes, it would be cheating and it would be theft. But this is fine. Yeah, you are describing your personal wishing well, which I think is it could be a good exercise to know what the assumptions that you're making about your own existence and your own life. So even though you're describing a really like dysfunctional and sad wishing well, it's good that you know that that's what, like, you know, what your head is doing. So maybe don't wish. So maybe if your personal wishing well is got a hole in the bucket, wishes aren't your thing. Maybe action is your thing. Or like just some other thing other than wishes. I recently learned that wishing isn't my thing. I don't wish for things if I want them to come true, because I've wished and wished and wished and wished and wished until I can't wish anymore and nothing happens. Wishes don't work for me. I work for me. And that's something I had to learn like this past year, basically. So my personal wishing well, I think, also has holes in the bucket. But it's not wishes that get me anywhere. So holes in the bucket of the wishing well is fine, because wishes are inaction. So Don't wish for it, work for it. That's what I've learned lately. I'm like really trying not to cry on this stream since I cried last week. But here we are. Probably gonna cry like a bitch again. Whatever. Okay. Now's where I have to stop using the drawing assist, because now we're getting into like the 3-dimensional shit, and so I have to, each side is gonna look different, so I can't rely on the computer here, unfortunately. Wish I could. I'm gonna do 2 layers just in case the roof of this thing sucks, because the roof of this thing might suck. So I'm gonna do this like the old school way, where you like draw your lines first and then you combine them. All your lines must be parallel. I wish I could actually tell if they were parallel, to be honest. But I can't truly. I mean, they're close enough, right? The roof can suck a little. Trust is an issue here. It's brilliant. It's so good. Danny, I'm gonna have to tell you, I don't know if I've told you about it, but the law of assumption recently has changed my life, where I don't make wishes anymore because I don't have to. I'm gonna text you about it, because it's literally a life-changing thing. Like, it's tough. It is tough to see the world in a different way. But it literally, like, took away addictions from me. To just, like, I'll text you about it. It's wild. It, like, shouldn't work. It really shouldn't work. But it does. I'll message you in private about it. If I haven't already, I might have actually already told you about it. But it's incredible. Alright. That thing is crooked as fuck. Do I care? I do care. I do actually strongly care. So, but rather than fix the thing, I'm gonna try... I'm gonna fix it the easy way. And just, like, actually... I'm gonna fiddle with this until it looks right. So it needs to be shorter. Is that roof too tall? It, like, doesn't feel centered. It doesn't feel like this roof is on top. It feels like it's, like, off to the side a bit. But it feels better than that. I'm gonna move the whole roof. How about that? How about I move the whole roof and see what happens? That's already better. Look at that. A million times better. It's still a pointless ass roof. Why are you there? I don't know. I'm going to shorten that. Actually, I'm going to extend that out a bit. Right? Yeah. Okay, this is why I did the roof on a separate layer, because I knew it would be shit. So let's erase these bits. And in the picture I'm looking at, it has, like, actually it has, like little arms on each side sticking up like that. But I don't think that's necessary, to be honest. I'm okay with it just being a couple sticks. Am I okay with that? I don't know if I'm okay with it, actually. I might have lied. I might not be okay with it. It's hard because I'm looking at a picture and then picking a different angle. What up, Rob? How you doing? I'm like picking a different angle to what the picture is. So it's a little... Actually, this might be okay to do drawing assist on, actually. No. How do I get it? I wonder if I can do it to not mirror. I wish it didn't have to mirror. No, this is Comedy of Errors, Rob, not All's Well. When... Good God, Rob. Thank God. Thank God you intended that, because I loved it. I loved it so much. Yeah, I wish, actually, rather than doing an assisted layer, here's what I can do instead of an assisted layer. I can build my thingy. Oh no. Oh no. I gotta zoom. No. Okay. So if I build my edges, zoopy things. I work for architects. I should know what the zoopy things are called, but I don't. So, whatever. Who the fuck cares? Why is my camera connecting and disconnecting again? What is this? Again, I'm going to ask that you all chip in and buy me an actual camera. So just make that happen, please. All right, so I can duplicate, and then I can... Look. fairly even. I think maybe I should move this one up a little bit because it's not meant to be even. It's meant to be on a bit of an angle. But then, now I can merge them down and I can erase all this shit. Actually, this pole over here is too fucking wide. I need a thinner pole. Okay. Right. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna adjust the roof and see if it sucks a little bit less. Here we go. What if... This is hard. Wicked hard. I just, like, really don't like that angle. I don't like it. Maybe I redo the roof. Maybe that's the secret. I wish it was easier to do parallel lines. And maybe it is and I just don't know about it. But also, it sucks. Is that gonna be the way? No, it needs to be... I think it needs to be more this way, maybe? I think. All right, let me erase all the shit that I don't need in here. And then I'm gonna duplicate again. And I'm gonna move it over. Yeah? Maybe? Or... I guess I'll just move it over. But it like doesn't quite fit. It's almost like it needs to go that way slightly. I don't know. This is hard. Someone do it for me. Someone do it for me, please. I'm just gonna merge it down. And then actually no, I'm gonna erase this part. No, did I erase the wrong part? Maybe I erased this piece. It just looks like kind of this way. Something's not right about it. Maybe it needs to just go a little further off. This is stupid. Who decided this would be a good idea? Whose idea was this? Right. Here we are. Here we are. Okay. Okay. I just need to clean, like this. This doesn't need to have this much overhang. I don't think. It can be a little slimmer. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Trusses. That's the word. It might help, yeah, if I don't show them. But what if I don't? Let's see. Bang. Is that dumb? These need to be taller. That's something that needs to happen. And again, I'm gonna just use my tools and just stretch those bad boys all the way the fuck up there. And then I can put this roof wherever I want it. Okay, so now I can move the roof a little more where it like should be. It's too short there, so I'm gonna bring it up. To keep the cheap rainwater out of the fancy wish water. That's kind of the perfect answer, I think. Now I can erase these long ass poles. And what the fuck is this? Who did that? Who the fuck did that? It wasn't me. It was me. But who did it though, for real? Why did no one tell me that I was just erasing a random portion of the support beams? You know what? Good enough, and fuck it. And I need to put the, oh dear. I need to put the, what'd you call it? I don't even remember what I was going to say. I need to put, what do I need to put? I need to put something. I don't know. Who cares? No one's listening anyway. Except for you awesome ass people. What was I saying? I need to put something. The bucket. I need to put the bucket in. Is this an assisted layer? Why is this like getting holes cut in it like this? I don't know. Yeah, Timmy. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza. Also, this side right here is thin as hell, so I'm gonna just. Is that too thick? I'm just gonna make this beam a little bigger. All right, here we go. We have our well. You're working on more terrible I can't wait to see it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Also, join my Discord channel. I just made a Discord channel because I got tired of people like messaging me or like commenting on Facebook. Why didn't Facebook tell me that you were live? Why do I always find out after the fact? Blah blah blah. So yeah, so now I have a Discord channel so that I can like make sure that people are like on not schedule, because I'm the one that needs to be on schedule, to make sure that people don't have to rely on Facebook's stupid fucking algorithm to know when I'm going live, because Facebook is a fucking demon monster thing. Alright, so these are rocks. This is a well made of cobblestones. Oh my god, I can't wait to see your fan art. It's gonna make life worth living. I'm sure of it. That's one of the things that I never could have dreamed. The Discord name is Low Hanging Discord. I can send you... Actually, if you look on my Facebook, there's a link to it. But if you don't find it, I can send you a link to it. But yeah, I'm tired of posting on Facebook and people going, oh my god, you were live? I missed it. So either, it's like one of two things. Either Facebook like actually sucks at telling people when I'm online, and they're not like, they don't have notifications on for YouTube, because YouTube will give you notifications when I'm live. Or they're lying and they're just trying to make me feel good. But I think it's a problem with technology and not with me. So yeah, it's low-hanging Discord. Not low-hanging Shakespeare. Low-hanging Discord. But yeah, I can send you an invite link if you can't find it. All right. Here's my cow spots. I'm going to delete the trusses. They're not good. I'm going to clear this layer, and I'm going to use it instead for my bucket layer. You know, I think half the problem is using like completely straight lines. I shouldn't be using completely straight lines. I should be using a slight angle, because technically my vanishing point is over here somewhere. Actually, like over here somewhere. So my lines should be kind of moving off at an angle. But who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Okay, a bucket. So here's my rope wrapped around the thingy. And then here's some more rope that's wrapped around the thingy and then tied to my bucket. What do buckets look like? They have like lines, right? Is there wooden buckets? It looks like a well, right? You know what it is. Do you know what it is? You know what it is. So does it have to be technically perfect? Fuck you, it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. Am I an architect and someone's going to build this? Am I an engineer and somebody needs to know the load-bearing poles and how to stack the bricks? Fuck no, they don't. It's good enough. Okay. We know what it is. It's a well. Good enough and fuck it. Right. Birdie on top? Question mark? Let me look up vulture. Volturi. Also, I've been like, I'm not even ashamed. I've been watching and enjoying Twilight for the first time. Never read the books, never watched the movies, but you know what? I've seen worse shit out there. And I keep thinking to myself, man, if this was written better, it would be really good. I'm like, what does that mean? If it was written better, it would be really good. But no lie, if it was written better, it would be really good. All right. So, here's my... Should he be on this side? No, I'm going to put him closer to us. I think. Partially because it's easier. And then partially because I really like birds. So the more forefront they can be, the happier I'll be. And then these guys have these like adorable little naked heads. And like cute little curved beaks. Like little plague doctors. Little plague masks. Hello. Hello, little vulture. Caw-caw. And a big, broad shoulder. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Big, long, beautiful wing. Ugh. Beautiful baby. I have a really soft spot for vultures. What can I say? The baby. And then over here, we'll do like... Do we want a bush? A bush, that's a lot of work. I don't want to draw a bush, to be honest. I don't even want to draw vines, really. I'm like drawing every individual leaf. It just sounds awful. I don't want to do that. Ooh, gross. Do I need leaves? Or can it just be vines? Are vines by themselves fine? Yeah, no leaves, I think. I think just vines are great. Uh and honestly, I don't think any more vines than what are here is necessary. I think if I added more it would be like too viney. But then I also kind of want to add like I don't know, is it like a flower in the bucket that's glowing? Or is it just a glowing? I think it's just a glowing bucket. I think what's inside the the wishing well is glowing. And then what's outside? Oh. Okay, but that's good, I think. Like whatever you're wishing for that's like inside, that's unaffected by your upbringing, by society, whatever those like deepest wants and wishes are that you had before you knew like that you were weird to wish for them, or before you knew that you were supposed to wish for something else, before your wishes were acted upon by outside sources, what would they have been? Let's go with that. Okay, so I have my sketch here. I am going to merge everything down together into one sketch. I can delete that. And now I can start shading everything in, basically. And start erasing like little pieces like this. Boop. And like that. Boop, boop. Rob, tell me your idea ASAP. What's your idea? Danny, I just got your joke. Well, that deepens. You're wrong for that. You're wrong for it. That was inappropriate. Okay. I'm gonna start shading. I'm gonna shade on a separate layer, and I think I'm gonna do all of this inside shit in between the rocks. Like, it could be a lighter color because it's like a mortar. What if the vulture is a wish granter? Oh my god, I could put a little coin in its mouth. Like, it's gonna drop the coin in for you. Oh. Oh, it's brilliant because people give vultures such a bad rep. And like, but the thing is, without vultures, like detritus and carrion would just litter our lives. And like, we'd be getting diseases from all these dead creatures that are just lying in the road. But vultures eat them. And in the digestion of these dead animals, the bacteria within them dies because the vultures are like immune to the bacteria or whatever. So they literally take care of us. I think this is why I love vultures so much, is because people just don't get how beautiful a service they provide. People just don't get it. It's gross, it's scary, I mean, and maybe it is gross and scary, but it's necessary. And I don't personally think it's gross or scary. I think, if when I die, if I can like nurture a creature, that's my whole purpose on this planet, is to keep the planet going. And vultures are like the epitome of that. They are literal magic. I love this. Okay. You know what? Can you... Rob, if you don't write that story, I'm going to. Actually, should we both write a story about the vulture wish granter and see what happens, see what story each of us writes? I think that could be really fun. All right, so there is my grout. And then each of these stones, I'm going to do... Listen, Rob, I don't play, Actually, there's a whole anthology here that is just an untapped thing, and I have anthology ideas all the time, and this would be brilliant, where every story is about a vulture in some way. So just, let me know if you want to do that. Daniel, is that a lyric to a song that I should know but don't? I talked myself out of should last week. Is that a popular song that some people know but I don't? Okay, fine. Let's start with our vulture stories. What's our deadline? When do we need to have this done? Also, are you submitting to the JordanCon anthology? You've been to JordanCon, right? You can submit to that, can't you? Yeah, JordanCon needs an editor. I have thoughts. And, I had complaints and I aired them and they were listened to. It's brilliant. And I actually thought about applying as the editor. But, one, I think they stopped taking applications today. And 2, I wouldn't get picked. And 3, I don't actually want to be the editor. I just want to be the, editorial assistant. I just want to be the project manager on that. Because, I know the timings. And it seems like previous anthology editors for that project didn't know the timings that needed to happen. And so shit got away with them. From them. With them? From them. no. You got accepted? Fuck yes, you did, Rob. Is this your first anthology? Your first acceptance? I'm like, gonna cry. Oh my god, Rob, congratulations! Shit, yes. Good job, my friend. Oh my god, you've been grinding. Oh, you've been grinding. It's paid off. Hell yes. Like, I don't think I know an author that has ground as hard as you lately. Oh my god, congratulations. Well deserved. Fuck yeah. Ugh! I'm so excited for you. I can't wait till I get to be like, oh my god. I know a Nebula winner. Ah. Oh, you're damn right it did, though, Rob. You're damn right it did. Got in on its own merit. Of course it did. Fuck yes. Ah, you have to let us know when it's gonna come out so we can buy the either. Is it a hard copy book or is it gonna be like an online published anthology? Either way, you have to let me know so I can buy it. Also, yeah, of course I don't know that much Metallica. I'm a fake fan. If it's not the Black Album, I don't know it, to be honest. And maybe that is the Black Album, and I still don't know it. I'm literally a fake fan. Rob, when did you... Well deserved. Danny, get the fuck out of here with that. Everybody should probably know that this character, this Daniel character in the chat is my brother. And, this whole well-deserved, pun intended bullshit is just, it's natural, it's normal, it's what I live with. Oh, Megadeth. You know what? I might go on a Megadeth kick, actually. What's that? À tout le monde. It, like, gets me every time. Kills me. Oh, what am I going to do? I'm just going to keep drawing, I guess. All right. So, these look okay. I'm going to add some quick little white highlights in here just to make them, like, extra dimensional. I think this little area right here is going to be, like, where the main light from outside is coming from. So just some little white bits right here, and then some, like, more pale white on these edges. And now I'm going to smudge it the fuck out. I actually don't care if it isn't fully smudged out because it's fucking rock. Everybody but you hates Reload. Do they hate it? I think it's important to know if they like it or not, if the artists like it. I wouldn't have said that 3 years ago. Even last year, I wouldn't have said that. I think I'm becoming a new person. I don't know. Whatever. Who gives a shit? But I'm quickly becoming one of those people where, oh, you don't like it? I don't give a shit. Go do something you do like then. Go make your own shit. Is this the right layer? Okay, yeah. I'm just adding some... that might be a bit dark. But I don't care. I think a little dark is okay. Yeah, a little dark there I think is okay. All right. Let's color in this fucking roof. And I could do... Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to color it in all one thing and then add on the vines just so that I'm not like having to color around the vines because I'm kind of lazy and I don't want to. So I'm just going to color and then add the vines in post. I'm going to add the vines in post. Fix it in post, doll. Fix it in post. And since this is mostly just one layer, I can color outside the lines and then delete what's outside the lines if it bothers me. And it might, but it might not. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? That's my mantra. Who gives a shit? That's too light. All right. I do need to smudge it around though. I can't get away from smudging it, I think. I'm going to smudge at an angle, just for giggles. I'm going to smudge at an opposite angle, again, just for giggles. And now I'm going to erase these edges. You don't know French. À tout le monde, à tous mes amis. To everyone, to all my friends. À tout le monde, à tous mes amis. Je dois partir. I have to leave. I can't remember the words. À tout le monde. À tous mes amis. To everyone, to my friends. Je vous aime. I love you. Je dois partir. I have to leave. These are the last words I'll ever speak, and they'll set me free. It breaks my heart. Every time. But now I really want to listen to that song. Only time I've really ever used my French degree, to be honest, is that song right there. Je vous aime. Je dois partir. These are the last words I'll ever speak. They'll set me free. Oh, man. I don't even want to smudge this part. I just want to let it be textured, but erase the edges here. What if I did that? What if I did that? No one would care. Because it's my art. And it's not yours. Wait, can I? I don't know if I can sing or not. I just fuck around. Although it's been much on my mind lately to like go and get voice lessons. Because, like, if you want to be a good actor, you have to be able to sing. You have to be in musicals and shit. But I don't want to be in musicals because I'm not a vocalist, not a singer. I'm a survivor. That's what I am. I'm not a singer. I'm a survivor. Well, thank you. You want to be in Sweeney Todd? I could do, I just got new tires. And so I've been going around like, try Pirelli's miracle elixir. Did it in a trick, sir. True, sir, true. I've been going around like that, like, all week. Because I had to buy new tires the other day. Listen, you can play Sweeney Todd and I'll play the little kid. Let's go. Let's do it. No one's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. No one's gonna harm you, no sir. Is anything so I can do that terrible accent. And so that I can do that song about Pirelli's miracle elixir. Soon you'll have to thin it once a week. Oh, God. Get me some fucking friends, like, ASAP. All right. And Danny's the razor. This is perfect. We have a cast. You can be Miss Lovett. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. All right. Low-hanging Shakespeare puts on this weird-ass production of Sweeney Todd 2025. It's happening. Get you ready. Whew. All right, I need to figure out where this bucket is at. So, I think I'm gonna erase around this bucket so that I can like actually see what it the fuck is that I'm drawing. Try Pirelli's Miracle Elixir. I don't even know the song. I just got Pirelli tires, and that's all I can think of, though. Did it in a tixer. And I know, soon you'll have to thin it once a week. Would you like to buy a bottle, mister? Only costs a penny guaranteed. Only costs a penny guaranteed. I can only also remember, this is piss with ink, which is like one of the best lines to have ever been written. Piss with ink. All right. Is this a better bucket for you? Okay. Let's make this bucket not look like shit. I also need to damn. I need to erase in between bits here. Right. Let's color this bucket. Color me bucket. I'm going to start with my highlight, actually. Where did I decide? It's like here-ish. But there's going to be some highlight-ish. And it can kind of fade out on each side. The middle bits should be a little brighter. And this bit should be super black, except that I'm gonna make it purple in just a minute. There's a hole in the world. Like, there's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza. Holy shit, it's all coming together. Holy shit. My mama used to sing a song about a hole in the bottom of the sea. And that's all I know about holes. Man, I want to watch Sweeney Todd now. Like, what the hell am I doing with my life that I'm not watching Sweeney Todd on the reg? Is that that's got to be a Futurama thing, right? It has to be Futurama. And you know, I need to watch the new shit of that. Apparently it came back to Hulu and I haven't watched it. And like, I've fucking loved Futurama for years and just haven't taken the time out. But to be fair, I've been rewatching What We Do in the Shadows and Reservation Dogs and Twilight. So, you know, I've been busy. Listen, you know, I was so cruel about Twilight. I'm a changed person. I'm. It's literally so bad it's good. It's so bad it's good. I'm about it. I can't even fault people for liking it anymore. At first I was like a bitch. I was a see you next Tuesday about Twilight up until like 3 days ago when I started watching it myself. But now, you know, I'm about it. I think people should watch it and should enjoy it. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Watch it, enjoy it. It's incredible. All right, there's my bucket. I'm gonna do some minus Twilight. Rob, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about some like. I bet we gotta talk about Res Dogs. I bet you have some thoughts about that. And I bet you have thoughts about What We Do in the Shadows. God, the last episode of What We Do in the Shadows so far this season, like, had me, like, on the floor, just passing away. It was so fucking funny. Just, I was crying. It was so good. Like the last episode, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to give any context, but when Colin Robinson says, "It's not what you think," and then he just goes on to say exactly what it was that we thought was going on, and it's the most vulgar, like, disgusting thing that you could possibly imagine to do during a Zoom call. That you're like, oh, okay. And then when the callback later came, when his wife was like, she just laid it all out there too. Like, oh, when my husband was doing this thing, that I just was like, oh my God. This is absolutely incredible. And then I watched Reservation Dogs. I watched the first 2 episodes of season 3 today and was just like kind of weeping. It's the timing. It's the fucking timing. 100%. But like Res Dogs literally had me crying at work today. Just oh my God. The season 3 episode 1 opener, that spirit speaks to me. He speaks to me in ways that the writers intended for him to speak to people. But he speaks to me hard. Like when he says, I don't know, have you watched the season 3 opener yet? He like addresses the audience head on and says something like, and those of you that were never enrolled that can prove your ancestry anyway, and to the pretendians or pretend Indians or whatever he says. I was just like, oh damn. They didn't come to play this season. Wells are Dio subjects, aren't they? Right. feel like I should... Should I, like... Yeah, I guess I should, like, make this actually, like, wrapped up. What do you call that? Rope? Rope. Ropa. Which means clothes. So that's not correct. Don't learn Spanish from me, people. I'm not the way. The old merry rope wind. I love English. English is fun, isn't it? Oh, Iron Chef. That could be a good comfort watch. What's my comfort? I've been rewatching, 30 Rock is always my go-to, for like going to bed, and Parks and Rec. Those are my sleepy time comfort shows. But sometimes I will put on, what's that show with the British people who bake? British Bake Off. Well, it has maybe been an entertaining 2 hours, but I feel like you're going to leave because it's not entertaining enough and you're a bitch. You a bitch? No, you probably got better stuff to do than hang out with your siblings. It's fine. It's fine. Time Team. An Iron Chef. I think it's interesting that cooking shows end up being like comfort because they're very stressful to me. How's it look with the background, by the way? And minus the blue. That white is really bright. I'm going to have to smudge that white out quite a bit because that's super loud. Oh, Carl Sagan's Cosmos would be a good, but also like a really sad, not sad, but like, frustrating and like makes you question why you're going to sleep in the first place and not doing something useful. I would have a hard time, I think, sleeping to Cosmos. I think I would, like, feel really bad about myself if I did. I need shows that make me, or sounds that make me not think about anything at all. I don't want to think at bedtime. I just want to sleep. Overthinking is what I do during the day. Bed is my sanctuary of no thoughts. Not a single fucking thought when I'm in the bed. I'm the only thought when I'm in the bed. THOT. The weed of television shows. All right. There's some vines. Let's do something about this bird, eh? Do something about this bird. Where did my bird pictures go? Okay. So I'm going to do some highlights on this bird. So this is his little chest, and this is his little wing. What layer am I doing this on? I'm gonna do this bird on his own layer. Again, in case he sucks. That's my mantra. If you haven't figured out yet that everything is on a new layer in case it sucks, if you haven't figured out that that's like the rule that I live by, then are you even watching? And I'm gonna put him actually behind the roof. I guess it doesn't matter. The roof is fucking invisible, see-through, whatever. So he's not like super feathery, hairy, but he does have some texture. I feel like that's too much shoulder. He's generally kind of oval shaped. Is he too big? Is this the world's largest bird? I think I should make him smaller. He needs to be smaller. Facts. So here's how I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take this bottom layer and I'm gonna cut out the little birdie. I'm gonna cut out this burb. And I'm gonna ensmallen him like so until he is appropriately sized. I mean, vultures are big, but they're not that big. Like, they're not this big. That's too big for a Volchi. I'm thinking about here-ish for this little Volchi. Yeah. Maybe a little smaller. But I don't want him to be a pigeon. Definitely still a Volchi. A little bigger, a little more ominous. There we go. Right. Let's color in this Volchi. Okay. Give him a little bit of a broader shoulder. And he's just going to be like black feathers on this edge. And then he's going to be black feathers on this edge. I should do... I'm gonna smudge his beak so it's like really gray. But the rest of his body is gonna be really black. And then just like, I think a really strong highlight. Really strong white highlight here on the chest and on the little tummy and on that little adorable wing. Yes. He's so cute. And I'm gonna use, oh my god, that's not the, oh, that's the eraser. The smudge I want to use the pencil smudge for this one so that he keeps some texture. What if no, I need to keep that. Happy harbinger of doom. Isn't he cute? Isn't he precious? And then I'm just gonna smudge out his beakle area so that it's just entirely gray. And where'd my little birdie go? Take my little birdie and smudge him out. You're so cute, yes you are. Look at you, you little plague bitch. I should give him a little feet. He has no feet. Now he has feet. I'm gonna smudge out these like sketch lines underneath too. Oops, that's color. I'm gonna smudge them. And I want to smudge I thought I did this part already. I thought I smudged this already. I must have. Sometimes it does like an undo function when I don't want it to. I don't tell it to necessarily. It's kind of frustrating. But what can you do? Little harbinger feets. Aren't they cute? Little precious harbinger. But, you know, he could be a harbinger of good things. You never know. You gotta give him a chance, you see. Because, like, good things are sometimes not good things. And bad things are sometimes not bad things. Like, sometimes an end is a beginning. You know? So sometimes you want this little harbinger. He needs some texture, because this is, like, weird as shit. Makes me want a vulture tattoo. I just want a bunch of wildlife tattoos. Really. Look at the little baby. Yes. His name is... Sweeney. Hello, little baby Sweeney. Cute. Okay. Does he need a coin? I want to give him a little coin, but I feel like that might be overkill. And since I only have one color to use... You kind of can't tell it's a coin. I don't know what it looks like. It's too thick to be a coin. All right, let's add in quickly the color. And also, I think I need to make the whole thing a little bit smaller. So here's what we're gonna do. I recently learned a thing where you can select one and then all of the other ones. Look at this. Selecting multiples. And then you can resize them all at once. Magic. Where's the middle? Is that still too big? Maybe a little. All right. Here we go. All right. That's better. You can now see Sweeney the vulture. But I am going to change the background to make it less dark. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now with the eraser. And I'm going to do a sketching brush. I'm going to do the soft pastel in the middle. So it's, you know, actually some brightness in there. All right. Time to add some color. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that in the background. And we're going to use this purple, as we always do. So normally there's like a thing that like has a glow to it, but if this is just a general glow coming out of the well, I think it does. I think it needs to come on top, actually. It probably will need to come from both sides. But if there's some glow in the well already, right? Not as much, though. I think whatever's in the well is like really low level glow. Like barely glowing at all. Okay, so that's what's in the well. What have we pulled up in the bucket, though, has got to be like really, really bright. That's not it. That's too diffused. Actually, I think we'll go in the background. And we will add just a general glow. And then smudge it around so that it's glowing. And then in this layer, we'll add like super highlights and maybe some like, I don't know. What's actually glowing in this thing? I don't know. Nothing? I don't know. How many times can I say I don't know? But I'm going to give some highlights. I'm going to put some highlights in here because that'll help to distinguish what the fuck's going on here. I think Mothman just fell off the wall. What does that mean? Right, so let's just smudge these out so they're just a little softer. Not like so soft, you know, I want them to be bright. Because this is, yeah, whatever's in the bucket is definitely glowing. And whatever's in the bucket is wish juice, maybe. I don't know what you'd call whatever's in the bucket. I don't know. But I'm going to add some white to it to like ultra highlight the places where it would be ultra highlighted. And then I'm going to smudge those out on the edges a bit so that they're just smoother. I wonder what's in the bucket. And I wonder how I'm going to show that there is something in the bucket. I'll come back to that in a moment. And I wish there was some extra glow I could add to our adorable little harbinger up here. Can I give him some glow, do you think? I'm gonna give him some glow and just, who gives a shit? I just feel like he needs some glowing. Our sweet, good little harbinger. And then I'll give him a little white pupil. Little harbinger. Is he too bright though? Do I need to... Yeah, I'm gonna darken him a little bit. He doesn't need to be as bright as the bucket. Except for the eyeball. I will make the eyeball extra bright. Glowing eyeball bird. Okay. I know that like it doesn't track like by physics, but I want a little bit of glowing on these, like purple glow on these guys. I know that they're technically on top and like the light wouldn't be touching them, but I really want some purple glow on them. It's not bad, right? Could be worse. And then to counteract that ridiculous purple glow that shouldn't be there, I'm going to add some shadows to the other side. The wish juice saturates the ground and flows up through the vines. Oh, it's brilliant. Brilliant. I have the coolest friends that come up with the coolest shit. Where's this? That's such a harsh line. Where is that? I think that's in this outline. No, where is it? It's here. I found it. Also, what's going on these little deets here? Yeah, maybe around the base there would be a nice little flower or something. I don't know. I mean, there could be. Do I need to get rid of the coin in this bird's mouth? I think I get rid of the coin. I think it makes it a little harder to understand. So I'm going to delete the coin. Unnecessary. The outline needs, where'd the outline go? What is this? Where's the vines? There it is. Some real messy lines in this one. So I want to fix those before I can like even consider being close to done. Oh, but we are so close to done, though. I think. Every time I think I'm close to being finished, I realize that there's something I didn't do that I wanted to do, or like something that I didn't have time for. I feel like I'm good on time tonight. Strangely. 10:30? Yeah, we're good on time. I'm going to do something about these strings, these ropes here. Also, Gonna color them in a little so they're not like just invisible ropes. Okay, now what? Should I smudge out this well? Where's the well? Like, where's this? That section. Found it. I'm gonna smear that around because it's just kind of ugly. I also think I want to make the grout a little more, a little deeper in some places. And I think oh shit, I should be erasing, not smudging. WTF. Really should have combined some of these layers at some point, so this would be much easier to figure out where all these like shadows and shit are. Like, where is that? Where is that? Where is it? All right, here we go. I'm gonna add some more depth to these nooks and crannies. Actually, I was thinking I was going to use white, but I don't want to use white. I want to smudge. All right. What do we think? More? I feel like there needs to be something more in the bucket. Like, I need to come out here and add some like actual glowing shit into this bucket. that some just purple shit coming out of a bucket? I want to deepen this blackness. Should I also... I mean, is that too much? I feel like it's better to have it not coming out of the well itself, but just out of the bucket. But I do also like the idea of there being like some kind of like little flower out here or something. Or our little harbinger has the little flower. Look at the little harbinger and tell me if he deserves a flower. Do you deserve a flower, harbinger? I kind of want it to have a flower. Little baby birdie. Do you get a flower? I mean, as long as I don't have to draw it. As long as I can just do a really simple line drawing. What kind of flower does our dude get? Is it a flower? Is it a weed? Is it just a little... just a little shamrock weed? I like it being a leaf. I mean, whatever it is, I'm not drawing it. Like, that's what it is. It's just a line. Well, someone tell me how this is comedy of errors at all. It's not very comedic. There's his little feet. Let's see. I don't know if that... Hello, Finn. It's Finn time, everyone. Come back, Finn. Say hello to kitten. It's a kitten. Hi, Finn. What do you think of my painting? She's not impressed. Are you unimpressed by my painting? God, you're cute. Baby. All right, off you go. This interlude has been brought to you by kittens. Kittens on diets. I like this little dude in his mouth, but is it necessary? Does it take away from the piece? I feel like it might take away from the piece. So I might like to just leave it. I like having something in the mouth, but not like a whole drawing. I wonder if this would look weird. I'm going to turn on the alpha lock, and then I'm going to color this bitch in black. Is that weird? Does that look weird? The problem is it's too big. If this was a real harbinger, this thing would be actually it would be tiny and pointless. It's you can't even see that. So I think, because we're talking about being this size. And if it's this size, you're not going to be able to see that. So I think the way to keep it clear and keep it from being messy is to just let the bird be without any extra mouth gear. But also, I need to... Do I want all that extra purple? I think it's better without all the extra purple as well. Delete. Yeah, that's like too bright on the beak and it makes it confusing. So I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut that. Cutting. Do I like the white? No, the white even makes it more confusing. So I'm gonna leave the bird as is. However, it might be interesting to give it a little halo, maybe. I mean, I could just give it a grass. Just a grass could work. If I did just a grass. Fen, stop chewing up my carpet, you dumb hoe. But again, I think that when it's really small, you're not going to be able to see it. When it's this big, you can barely tell it's a bird, let alone that there's grass in its mouth. So I think I just leave it alone. Do I give him his halo? Does he get a halo? I'll give him his halo. Finn. Stop it. Fish. Don't you whip your tail at me, you hoe. She's whipping her tail at me. Ooh, what if also... How do I still have layers available to me? I don't know. What if our little harbinger buddy is like the key element of this whole thing? Yeah, Alex, that was a question I had too. Like, why does he need anything? He doesn't need grass. He doesn't need a flower. He doesn't need a weed. He's just there. He's harbinging. He doesn't need anything. So if he's smaller, okay. And then I should, if he's glowing, I should make sure to have all this shit glowing too. All the wish bubbles inside the pot. Yeah, well, I tried a coin, and because, again, it all comes down to it being, if these are printed onto something this size, like, could you tell what it is in the mouth? Like, could you even tell it's a bird if you put, like, something on its little nose like this? You're like, what am I looking at? So I determined nothing. Nothing is better in this case. Just let it be a burb. And yeah. I think how in the hell is this comedy of errors? I don't know how this is comedy of errors, because it's not. God, if Shakespeare ever wrote a, like, true comedy where just batshit stuff happens and basically there's nothing important about it, it's a farce and it's a slapstick and it's so comedic it's not even funny. That's comedy of errors, and somehow this glow-in-the-dark wishing well with a fucking vulture sitting on top of it is the Oracle card for comedy of errors. Does this say something about my insides and my soul? Maybe. I don't know. I don't care. I really like it. I do really like it. I also, actually, I wonder, should I deepen the shadows? Not on the thing itself, but in the background, maybe. Like, just down there. What's going on? What? I really like the deeper shadows, actually. An antacid for my soul? Is that a thing? I don't want it, to be honest. At this point, I've grown accustomed to being just a fucking weird, like, kind of perpetually sad person that I don't know how I would fare if I could, like, take an antacid for my soul. I feel like I would be a different person that would annoy myself. I would annoy myself if that was a drug that I could take. But yeah, here we go. Comedy of errors. This is so wild. Oh, I love it so much. Look at our sweet little harbinger. Look at it. Oh, pee-pee. Little pee-pee. I'm going to do a little screenshot of that little guy there. That was fun, y'all. That was real fun. I almost cried, but I didn't cry this time. Next time, who knows? Next time it's one of the problem plays or the romances. It's Measure for Measure next week, which is one of my favorites because it's so fucking wild. Like, ridiculously wild. And I just, you know what's great? It's like sometimes I think about what the fuck am I doing with my life? And then I look at all these cards that we've made together just this year. This is so cool. I don't know what I'm going to do next year after I do all of these cards. Like after I've done a year's worth of cards, what am I going to do? Because this is fun. This is so cool to look back and see, like, this is my year. This is what I've done this year. It's very cool. Anyway, this is tonight's Comedy of Errors. This is Sweeney, our little harbinger. I had a lot of fun with y'all tonight. Feel free to join my Discord because it's cool, I guess. I don't know. Discord's cool, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna post when I'm streaming in there as well as Facebook, because whenever I post it to Facebook, it gets like 0 attention because the algorithm on Facebook just doesn't want me to be promoted. So I'm gonna put it on Facebook, but I'm also gonna post when I'm going live on my Discord. And I think it'll be fun to just talk about like nerdy Shakespeare shit as it comes up, and non-Shakespeare shit too. Whatever you feel like. But basically it's a place where you can get notifications without relying on the Zuck, I guess, to give you your notifications. So I'm gonna post that. I should post that in the comments. Should I post it? I'm a little afraid to post it in the comments because somebody might go in there who sucks. I don't want people in there that suck. I only want people in there that are cool. So I'll keep it on Facebook for now. So anyway, here we go. Comedy of Errors. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. I gotta go to bed. I have lots of work to do in the morning, lots of lunch to eat in the afternoon, lots of fencing to do in the evening. So I will see you all next week with Measure for Measure. And let's hope I don't just draw a giant dong, because it's going to be really tempting for that particular play for me. Almost a full deck. Holy shit, right? Like we're close to the end here. Like it's like half. It's over half. It's wild. It's wild. Anyway, I will see you all next week, I hope. If not, I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for hanging out and for giving me all of the good ideas so that I didn't have to come up with any good ideas on my own. I love